Hey, what's going on? This is Jamarcus Traham, and this is Money Mondays. Today we're going to talk about unclaimed property. All right. Um, you say, Jamarcus, what do you mean unclaimed property? Unclaimed property. All right. Well, the state of Texas has given back $3 billion in unclaimed property. All right. We'll say, Jamarcus, what are you talking about? What's being returned back to the people? Right. Well, anytime you have a financial asset that you abandoned, right? You have between 1 to 15 years to reclaim that property. So he's like, well, what are you talking about, Jamarcus? All right, what kind of companies have properties for you, right? So mortgage companies, title companies, insurance companies, oil and gas companies, schools or financial institutions that you got a refund from, utility companies, security or stocks like Fidelity or companies like that, right? Or local governments, right? The city of Houston or somewhere like that. Well, those companies might have some unclaimed money for you, right? There was a contract between you and them. Let's say you had a bill that you paid, or you overpaid, or they were supposed to return your deposit, right? And you never got that deposit back. Well, what happens is the companies have to clear their books. So the rule is that the state of Texas says that the company has to send them a check in that exact amount and tell why they're supposed to return it to you, and then it clears your name off of that company's book. But now it's in the state hands, and you can claim that money back from the state, right? So um, every year around March 1st, companies they have to search their records, right? Or if you're a life insurance company, they have until I think the end of June. And you have to basically search your records for people who haven't claimed the money that's due to them, right? And those companies have to report those, especially huge companies. They have to report those to the state of Texas, right? And what the state of Texas does is organize it, right? The state of Texas says, okay, have you reached out to those people? Have you sent them? Have you sent a notice to their last known address, right? So if the company try to reach out to you, try to refund the money, if they did what they're supposed to do, and they say, oh well, we haven't found them, right? So what they do is they send the money to the state of Texas, and the state of Texas puts your name in the database for unclaimed property, right? And you can search the the state of Texas records, and you'll see if your name has any unclaimed money under it. So you say, Jamarcus, why would you do that? See, me, I was in the military, so I went state to state, and I lived in different apartments in different states. So every state has an unclaimed property website. So all you gotta do, whatever state you might have lived in before, or you, I don't know, let me just check. So just type in Texas unclaimed property. It's gonna bring up claimittexas.org. California, I've searched in California. I've searched in New Mexico because I've lived in New Mexico before. So whatever state you lived in before, and you know you've done some kind of business in, search the records to see if you have any unclaimed property. And then there's forms on the website to where you can fill it out and you can make a claim for that money so you can get your money back. Right? Like I said, the state of Texas has given back $3 billion in unclaimed money. They've returned it. All right? So let me grab my iPad real quick and I'll show you kind of what it looks like. First of all, this is the website. All right, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm gonna type it in. It's claimittexas.org. This is what it looks like, right? And all you have to do is click on the red button and say get started, right? So I click on get started and it says search for unclaimed property, right? Now you could do it in your name or a business name if you might have had a business that was operating, all right? So all you gotta do, type in your last name or type in the name of the business. You'll see it. It's self-explanatory, right? So you'll fill it in. if you want to narrow your search because you got a common name, right? Then you can put what city you were in, right? Stuff like that. If you got a common name, my name is John Smith. Well, that's a lot of John Smith. So what city in that particular state were you in, John Smith? Okay, well, I'm only do a search for Houston, right? To narrow down the searches. Or you could do like I do, just type in my last name and go through all of them to see if anybody owe me some money, right? So you use this form, right? And you hit search at the bottom once you filled out the tabs, and you look through there, and I'll show you. I'll do a quick search. So I typed in my last name, and I see my aunt on here with the address that I know she lived at. So next to it, if you see something that you think is yours, you just hit the claim button right next to it. All right, and then at the bottom it has how many you have view claim property. So once you click on one right there, then hit the red button at the bottom. Boom, and then it shows you how much that you think you should get back, and then you hit next. And then it says claimant relationship. If it's yourself, you change the relationship to self, I am the owner. Or you'll say, I have a power of attorney for the owner, or I'm a legal heir of the owner, whatever your situation is. Because there are some of your deceased relatives that might actually be in here on some stuff that they never claimed. And if you are an heir of theirs, I am the legal heir. And then basically, if you're the owner, you click I am the owner. And then you go from here and click next. And it's going to tell you the claimant type. So all you got to do is fill out the information. And then it says if you want to donate part of it, you can donate part of your claim. And it goes, basically it gives you a summary. This is your name, how much you claiming, and it says I am the owner because you picked I am the owner. And then it'll walk you through the process of how you can prove that it's yours. Most likely they're just going to have you upload some documents, right? If you got proof that you are the owner, right? It might be ID, if you can prove that I got that, I got that letter from the company, or I got this, or I got that. They're going to tell you what documentation you can submit to them. You submit the documentation to it, and they mail you the check. All right, again, this is Money Mondays. This is unclaimed property. Every state has an unclaimed property department, so search everywhere in every state that you've lived in for your name or your relative's name. All right? Any questions, you can contact me. I'm Jamarcus Traham. On Instagram, I'm Jay with the NBA. Peace.